The Smexius Avatar in Inworlds has been asked to do a video on Rezzers, so that's what I'm going to do. For this example, I will use my giant chess set, which we will use as a stand-in for your home, your store, or an entire sim full of stuff. Really doesn't matter. We just need a bunch of stuff to res. The first requirement is to make sure that every object is mod and copy. It has to be mod and copy. Transfer doesn't matter. It has to be mod and copy. For this demo, I'm going to be using LiteRezzer, which is one of the, well, probably the best free Rezzer you can get a hold of. If you need it in World, give me a shout. I'll send it to you, or contact Zauber. It's his creation. Step 1. Make sure that your Lost and Found folder is empty, because we're going to need it. Mine is empty. Cool. We're ready to go. Next step. Use make a prim, res a prim, create an object, something to use with a Rezzer box. I'll put a prim right here. And too far. And just for fun, I'll color it. I'll color it this blue. Whatever. That's my Rezzer box. Put the Rezzer box somewhere near where you want the stuff to res out. It depends on the build. If it's a house, I suggest the Rezzer box go right into the front, right where the front door is. If it's a store, maybe you want the center of the store. If it's a sim, you might want it dead center of the sim. That's up to you. But everything is going to jump out of this box and go into position, so choose your spot wisely. Inside the Rezzer box, we put the LiteRezzer control script. That's minimum. That's all we really need. I like to put all the README files into, just out of politeness to Zauber. So in case somebody gets a hold of one of my creations, at least they know about the software inside of it. But that's optional. All you really need is the control script. Because when you click on it, you get a menu. I'll show you what those things are momentarily. Now into each piece that you wish to res out of the box, and I remind you they have to be mod copy, you put the LiteRezzer component script. Now very carefully, I'll drop it into this pawn and the rook, the knight, and this rook, the bishop, and this rook. That's 6. I like to do things I like to do a few objects at a time. So you drop the script into however many objects you wish. Click it, say record. The positions are now recorded, and return the pieces to yourself. One by one. That's 4, 5, 6. I'll do that again, then I'll pause the video while I do the rest of them. The component script goes into each piece. Carefully into each piece. I'll do 4 in this batch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Click the box. Record the positions. And then one by one, return them to yourself. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to pause the video so I can concentrate on these. Turn, okay. Turn, okay. And one more component to the board. Record. Turn. Okay. Alright, so I used the lost and found return method was one way to do it. Your ultimate goal is to get all the objects back into your inventory. You can return them to yourself. They'll be in the lost and found. You could delete them and they'll be in your trash folder. You could relog so your recent tab is empty. take them and they'll show up under recent. Whatever method is most comfortable for you. The goal is drop the script in, record a position, get the object back in inventory, which I've done now with all the pieces. Hopefully all the pieces, we'll find out. Missed one, it'll be pretty obvious. And they're in my lost and found. Yeah. Okay, next step. We open up the res box where the control script is, and we put everything in there. 2, 3, there should be 33 pieces, right? 32 pieces in the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Good. At least I didn't screw up that way. 33 pieces in. Okay, let's give it a try. Click. Res. Yep, it worked. There's my entire house, store, sim, whatever. It worked. Didn't miss a piece. If I would have missed putting a script in a piece, the thing would be on top of the box here. It would not have gone into position. Derez. Yep. Res. Sure works. Hey, it sure works. Now, what are the advantages of a res box? Well, as you can see, you can put an entire sim. We'll call this an entire sim. You can put an entire sim in one box. If something should, come on, res out. All right, this is my store. Somebody comes along and says, I think I'll mess up the guy. I think I'll move his stuff around. I think I'll delete some stuff. And I'll put this up here and I'll flip it upside down. I'm griefing this guy's store. I come along, I come back. No, you didn't. Watch this. Res, pop out a new copy. I'm safe from griefers. I'm also safe for myself by the same idea. There I'm editing my store, and I says, you know what? I think this wall, it's a wall. This wall here would look better blue, and I think this thing would look better over there, and I don't want this at all. No, I changed my mind. Put it back to virgin condition. Okay, what's another advantage of the res box? Well, pretending again this is my house, my store, whatever, I can move it over like that, see? And the entire thing moves together as one unit. I decide I think I want to rotate it that way. See, the whole board rotates. Excuse me, the whole sim, the whole store, the whole house. Rotates around, follows the box. Makes it very easy to move. Some weeks ago, I had to move my entire store from part of one sim over to another sim. Super easy. I just moved the res box and the whole store followed it. There's one other advantage, which I suppose will be pretty obvious, but I will show you. This is a copy of my whole store or whatever. If I take it, I have a backup of my whole store. I have a backup of my whole store in my inventory. Somewhere in here. Alright, I forgot to name it, but look, there's a backup of my whole store. I could take that over to a sandbox, modify it, and switch it for the original when I get back. Or I could put that today's date, and if I make some changes, I'll make one for tomorrow, and maybe a month from now I could have 30 backups. Alright, thank you for watching. Any questions? IM me.